South Carolina. Congressman Clyburn, thanks for making time for me.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Let me get your reaction to House Republicans feeling that they've been left out of the process. I want to read a little bit of what Politico wrote about the president's approach to this. They say the president is taking a surprising father-knows-best approach to the childish congressional food fight, but in truth, the outcome will have real consequences for his presidency. We saw Senator Manchin, a Democrat, criticize the president's leadership on this as well. What is your reaction to the thought that the president should be involved more? Is that necessary at this point?
Well, I think that the president is involved. In fact, and the House Democrats are involved. Remember, we cut $45 billion during the lame duck. We've already approved another $6 billion. $41 billion, then $6. Now we are right at $45 billion. What we need to do is to approve this other $6 billion Democrats are offering over there. We'll be at $51 billion when all is said and done. So what I think we are demonstrating is that we realize that cuts need to be made. We are making those cuts, but we don't want to do it and expose the vulnerable in our society to more pain. We need to do this using the scalpel as the president has done, rather than the meat axe approach that the Republicans seem to be doing, eliminating Head Start, getting rid of child nutrition programs, the kinds of programs that we need. Even veterans' benefits are being cut. This kind of stuff should not be exposing the vulnerable in our society to more pain.
But with that said, and you point out there are tough decisions, the president has said as well, tough decisions that will be made, and perhaps some organizations or programs near and dear to you and to the administration will have to take a cut here. The bottom line is you have the American people watching this play out. You're $52 billion apart, Republicans and Democrats, on what needs to be cut. Realistically, how do you get to close that gap without making some very difficult decisions? That's what people do every day to balance their own personal budgets at home.
Oh, we're making very difficult decisions. And it was a very difficult decision for us to look at a presidential cut in the Pell Grants programs. But he did it in such a way that we maintained the $5,500 per pupil. We took the summer school out of it, and that's the way we ought to be doing it. Mm-hmm. The Republicans seem to be wanting to inflict pain just for the sake of inflicting pain. Mm-hmm. The American people want to see a compromise, and I think the American people can tell when a compromise is genuine mm-hmm. and when one is not. And I don't think they're putting forth genuine offers to compromise, because no Democrat worth his or her salt will vote to eliminate Head Start. No Democrat will vote to drastically cut veterans' benefits. In fact, we have ramped up veterans' benefits to the largest it's been in the history of the Veterans Administration, and we are not going to be cutting veterans' benefits, especially now that we are at war. We got men and women coming back from Iraq, Afghanistan, all with all kinds of injuries, with all kinds of mental health problems, and we're going to cut the benefits program? That doesn't make sense to the American people. Right. We're not going to do that. That would be immoral for this country to do that.
We're looking at another extension, according to the Republican leadership. What do you want to happen? What would you like to see happen next?
I would like to see the Republicans put up, which they'll have the opportunity to do, because both these measures in the Senate will fail today. Mm-hmm. Then the ball will be in the Republicans' court, and let's come up with a kind of a program that can allow us to extend to the end of the fiscal year, so that cities and counties and states can plan better for the future. This herky-jerky stuff of approving something for 2 weeks and then for 3 weeks, then come back and look at it again, that's not the way for people to plan properly and to administer their programs in an efficient and effective manner. What we're doing up here undercuts efficiency and effectiveness, and that's just not good business when you're trying to run the government.
Congressman James Clyburn of South Carolina, thank you, sir, for your time. I do greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, right now, if you